Hello everybody, today we're going to be reacting to Zack the Flems. So yeah, so this guy has been making a lot of weird videos, so I'm going to be reacting to them until the end. So yeah, before we start this, make sure you subscribe and like, and I'm going to be reacting to this. Alright, so let's start.
They would place the man in the pit and cover him completely with soil, breathing through a bamboo cane.
Oh yeah.
You see, in their beautiful culture, this is a ritual of...
But wait, before we continue this is try not to laugh. So yeah, if I laugh 3 times, I'm gay, okay?
purification of the mind and soul used by their ancestors. Finally, the tribal chief... Do you know why men cover their eyes and women cover their mouths when they cry? You see, there is no scientific explanation for why, but it is much simpler than you think. The average man covers his eyes to catch his tears, while women cover their mouths because they can't shut the... Do you know what? If a pregnant woman trips and falls, what happens to her belly? When a woman is pregnant, her belly has 2 different layers, the skin and the sac where the baby is carried. So, when the woman starts dancing, place the squid on the cutting board and hold it by the tip with the palm of your hand. Then give it a karate chop on the head with your other hand, and you will notice that it changes color. This method is quick, painless, and guaranteed. Place the squid on. When you apply the blackhead mask, it gets into the open pores and sticks to the tip of the pimple. And when you peel it off, the blackheads remain sticking to the mask and are extracted from the pore. See if you peel it off. When you apply this new car safety system guarantees a new level of protection. You see, normally a seatbelt should be fastened like this, but during an accident, it might not work 100%. Thanks to this new system, death rates have fallen. Rub the lamp, and a genie will appear to grant you 3 wishes. But no more than 3, so choose wisely. Now, if you wish to be on a tropical island with your friend, he cut open the horse because in extremely cold conditions, it can provide excellent shelter, as this Viking practice was used to survive during expeditions to Antarctica. Just make sure you don't cut a nuclear horse. The woman was determined to do water skiing in waters full of sharks. You might think it's dangerous, but not so much for the sharks themselves as for the fins you have to dodge as they stick out of the water. At the sound of the bell, the boat sets off and reaches an impressive speed. The woman was determined to do water skiing in waters. Some wild dogs carry a parasite that makes them bolder, turns them into pack leaders, and spreads to other dogs through bites. And when a human gets infected with this parasite, they also become more confident and fearless. They can achieve career success. The small toy engine is attached to the edge of a cup of milk and chocolate, and then by pressing a button, it starts and mixes the content. You see, this toy was invented to entertain chaotic toddlers during meals. But if you use only a few people know how to pick a ripe watermelon. First, tap it to make sure it sounds hollow. Then, give it a good smell. If it smells like summer and sugar, you're on the right track. And finally, gently make a small hole in it. While reading, the man noticed a strange noise coming from the next room. Opening the door, he found his son with a strange vacuum cleaner. The man knew exactly what was happening in that room. He lit and threw a firecracker into the toilet as a joke. When the fuse is dipped in water, you might think it turns off instantly. But that's not the case. You see, if you put your grandmother on the toilet, the fuse can reignite. He lit, police removed her prosthetic legs for a more detailed inspection and told them that they could wait outside. The boy became upset because the old lady could not walk now, but suddenly a police officer had an incredible idea. He removed the legs from it. If you're buried up to your neck by the mafia, don't panic. Move your body to sink slightly into the ground. Then, make a few more holes with your head. This will make the kidnapper's job much... If you're buried up to your neck by the mafia...
Alright guys, I got 2 hearts, alright. Okay.
When your mom throws a slipper at you, how fast can it go? You see, a small caliber bullet reaches about 365 meters per second. And compared to that, a slipper flies at about 90 meters per second, which is just enough to break a wall. Finally, if you attach the slipper to a rocket launcher, the final speed is so high. When your mom if you pump air into the soles of your shoes, can you run on water? You see, compressed air contains nitrogen, which allows them to float. And if you wear them, You could actually run on water for miles before they. If you pump, make a tiny cut on the edge of the coin before tossing it in the air. You see, this small cut changes the balance of the coin, making it land on one side more often, guaranteeing your win. Now choose the correct side of the coin and make it. He quickly pushes and jumps over it. With a twisting motion of his hips, the bicycle starts moving. You see, this bike was designed for two people moving in opposite directions. But at high speed, they collided with each other, resulting in pregnancy. He quickly pushes it. By pressing the button, the fan lowers to bed level. Then, by moving slightly closer to it, you can shave your butt hair. This brilliant invention was created she put her baby in a stroller as she approached. If someone pushes you and grabs your shirt, bring your left leg behind you and quickly turn your hips. This movement will force your opponent to fall. If it doesn't work, try again several times. If
Hey, I
He
didn't know that.
distracts you with
I
a
swear.
fake coin trick, and in the meantime, opens the clasp of your watch. While the trick continues, he makes quick movements, pushing the watch out of your arm without you noticing. If it doesn't come off, some magicians have an ace up the sleeve. If your face suddenly turns paralyzed, that's a bad sign. First, try to smile. If only one side of your face moves, that's a serious warning sign. Now, raise your arm in front of you and keep it steady for a few seconds. If your face suddenly turns paralyzed, a deaf man stumbles and falls, losing his balance. He manages to get up, but he can't call for help because he is also a mute. Fortunately, using sign language, he catches the attention of some kind gentleman. Smoking for many years can cause diarrhea and inflammation of the lungs, leading to severe coughing. Switching to an electronic cigarette may seem like a smart choice, but in reality, it could cause smoking. If your neck hurts, a chiropractor uses a hydraulic press to relieve your back. Then, with a jackhammer, he adjusts your posture by straightening your bones. Finally, he uses an ancient ninja technique to place the marshmallow on the knife while heating it. When it is melted, use the same knife to cut the chocolate bar. You see, chocolate gets its flavor from cocoa, not from the Kawasaki. He was dating a girl who asked him to treat her like a princess, but he was
Hey,
just
yo,
a
what the?
student. Couldn't afford fancy dates or buying her flowers. So one day, he took his father's car to take her on a real date, finally giving her the real. He was dating a.
Oh.
Throw the dice and grab every space you land on. The secret is to buy all the orange and red properties. It is very important to build 3 houses per set, never 4. And finally, if it is your first time, avoid the black pawns. Everyone knows they always end up in jail.
Throw the dice and grab every space you land on. The secret is to buy all the orange and red properties. It is very important to build 3 houses per set, never 4. And finally, if it is your first time, avoid the black pawns. Everyone knows they always end up in jail.
Throw the dice and grab every space you land on. The secret is to buy all the orange and red properties. It is very important to build 3 houses per set, never 4. And finally, if it is your first time, avoid the black pawns. Everyone knows they always end. Throw the dice. He fell on the lady and had to pay millions of dollars in cash. So he decided to sign up for a WWE match against one of the strongest wrestlers. As soon as he stepped into the ring, he realized it wasn't going to. Felt if you drank cola and swallowed Mentos, you might think that the reaction would cause an explosion. But that's not the case. This reaction only occurs if done quickly in a small space.
Alright, guys. So I lost only 1 heart. So I'll make a part 2. So goodbye.